First down, dog.
All right, West Industry Athletics. We made it. Final week of the year. Well, almost made it. Last week we had a little mishap, a little COVID outbreak, a little surgery. I'm still wearing a girdle right now.
Couldn't do the show without you, John. Prove it.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. It is kind of nice, though. It's like the female version of, or the male version of Spank. So it's keeping everything together, trimming me down, taking away that freshman 15. Wait, what?
Gonna keep it?
Yeah. So, like, today I went to the doctor, and he was like, oh, you're still wearing it? Good. I was like, what do you mean, still wearing it?
Yeah.
I'm going to come back for my year checkup, and I'll be wearing this fucking thing. Kidding me?
Keep it all together.
So last week you got Kurt from his garage.
I got a question for you. When you cut the girdle, like when the girdle has to be cut off, because you're not sliding it off, it's going to be cut off. It's going to be like the Christmas tree in Christmas Vacation, where it just starts flopping everywhere and things go through the windows.
Breaking windows.
Yeah.
This would be like onions just rolling out on the floor.
How's it gonna smell?
It's not, I mean, if you really want to get into it, you could take it off and on. It's Velcro. Don't worry about it. If you want to borrow it.
Loser has to smell your fucking Spanx.
Loser's got to wear it on the outside of their fucking clothes for Super Bowl. Yeah, so last week you got Kurt from his garage, me from my bed, and you from the toilet.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
It was great.
Yeah, I loved it. So I was just, we're excited. We put it out. We were in trouble, but we made it happen.
We had to do something.
Lemons, right?
Couldn't let it go.
Hey, did you guys know FanDuel Sportsbook coming to New York?
Oh, you know Caesars is coming to New York?
Heard a couple times.
Do you know there's like 14 other ones that I've never heard of coming to New York?
Speaking of social media ads, it's like I actually went in and said, I don't want to see this ad because I've seen it too many times. Like, I get it. I have a problem. You don't need to fucking tell me every 5 slides on Instagram
Especially
or TikTok.
our page, too. Our page is just blowing up with it.
Yeah. So we'll get into the Week 17 recap. So nice weekend for Trip and I. We both go 4-1. Very nice.
Great picks.
Kurt Money continues his 2-week slide. What's going on over there?
It's just 2 weeks.
All right.
It's just I usually fold under pressure. Not what you want to hear, right?
You knew what was coming? You knew it was coming?
I was too hot.
How's that jersey fitting? It's been a long time.
It's been over 2 months, and this guy sucks so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty fitting after last night's performance.
I think it was 9 in a row, right, that he couldn't complete. He was dreadful.
We'll get into it.
Dreadful.
So for the season, the race for the top spot is alive. It actually will come down to the last week, which is exciting.
How many games?
So you're hanging on to a slim first-place lead as we all head into the final first weekend. You are 51-34-1, and then Trip and I both have 47 wins. So we're 4 wins away.
All right. So I got to have a really bad week.
What would be amazing is if you go 0-5, you have to wear your underwear, and we both tie for first place.
That's great. Sounds like a really, really great weekend. No, I wanted to make it close. You know, it was getting a little out of control. I was sitting at the top for a really long time. I wanted to wear the jersey one more time in the season.
Gotcha.
You know, I didn't want to make you guys feel... I mean, he's wearing... Oh, no, it's not a green sweater. I thought he was so used to wearing green. I thought he was wearing a green sweater tonight. He's wearing his winter sweater, his winter charcoal.
Trip's sweater is sponsored by Quirk's Irish Gifts.
Quirks. I will say, brilliant Baltimore pick, and your picks were great. Your picks were great last week. It was good. I just wish that Houston game came through. We would all look good, but...
Yeah, the Oxy really made great picks for me last week, so
do it again.
happy about that.
But I'll tell you, the Houston pick almost hit. The line went off at 16.
Yeah, I know.
So
Fucking
really-
lines went crazy last week after. It also happened today. I saw like the Cowboys. You had it at like 7 or something. It was 3.5 to start.
The Steelers game Monday night was a 6-point swing.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it's going to come down to this week. So good luck.
Good luck, guys. I think I'm going to take it.
All right, cool.
And then we start all over, right, for the playoffs?
Yeah. So Week 17 recap the local teams. The Jets were home against the Bucks. So will forever be known as the Antonio Brown game, right?
Awesome.
Listen, if either of you plan on taking either of your shirts off and walking out of this place, just hopefully you should give me a heads up beforehand.
I actually did plan that. I was like, halfway through the thing, I'm just going to take it up, but my fat ass would
You don't have abs like
no,
that?
not even that. I would have done it. I would have been, Kurt, could you blur that out? And it'd be funnier if you blurred it out. But I knew I'd knock everything over on my way up. I did it before, just standing here.
Oh, my God. I mean, I went from texting you that I was like, they're going to win. They're actually going to win this game. They're going to take this game. They're playing well. To the whole game ended up being about Tom Brady coming back and Antonio Brown leaving and giving peace signs in the end zone. He streaked his own game.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
crazy.
amazing.
Jets control the first 3 quarters. Zach Wilson has another decent game from the week prior. They try to go for it late, deep in Tampa Bay's red zone, seal the deal, which is, I think, the move there.
Yeah, but not a quarterback sneak on 4th and 2.5, 4th and 3.
What
That
happened?
was the furthest quarterback sneak in the history of quarterback sneaks.
Yeah,
That
well,
wasn't even close.
for Zach Wilson's detriment, he audibled out of the fucking real call into that quarterback sneak, so it's fucking crazy. Did you hear that?
He saw something
I did
different.
Yeah. They called a run, he audibled, and he had the ability to audible. He saw something and changed it, and it was like just fucking took one step and fumbled over the 7-yard line, the actual line.
The
in
only
field.
thing you could see is nobody on defense to call that an audible.
No,
Like it's
no. So,
He played well, though.
yeah, he played well. He's played well a couple of games in a row, kind of redeemed himself, giving us Jets fans a little bit of hope for the future,
That's what they do.
as if we needed it.
But that's the problem. He gives you that little glimmer at the end of the season. You're like, we'll stick with him. You don't make that move to get that guy, and then all of a sudden, fuck, he sucks. The same thing happened with Sanchez. When like, is he the guy? Is he not the guy?
Yeah.
We went to back-to-back AFC championships, and then like, all right, he's the guy. 2 years later, Geno Smith is starting over him.
All Jet fans next year, 8 wins, they're thinking.
It's every season.
8
to start
wins.
the
I know.
season.
I'm just saying. It's
every
coming,
year,
too.
Every year to start the season.
8
That's what it
wins.
is. And then Tampa Bay looks in trouble, I think.
Missing a lot of players.
Missing a lot of players. Got a lot of players that are 9,000 years old.
Yep.
You know, Mike Evans, can he make it 3 games in a row? Or will it be 4 with this game? It's going to be interesting.
He's going to be the only guy.
Gronk.
Yeah, that's true, too. But he could get hurt,
Yeah,
too.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Gronk, he'll have 1 or 2 great games in a row,
Yeah.
and that's, they need that bye. They
Fucking
needed
ancient.
They could have definitely used the bye.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt them.
Jets get the Bills this weekend, and the Bucks are finishing up with the Panthers. The other local team, the Giants. Oof. Holy shit, the Giants are terrible.
We shouldn't talk more than a minute on this, right?
They might be worse than the Jaguars, I think, at this
I'm
point.
not going to fight that. Not going to fight that. They are awful.
Played a bad team, got manhandled by a bad team.
Oh, yeah.
Embarrassing.
I was nervous about that spread for a minute, too. I'm like, I can't believe it's 6.5 for the Chicago Bears, and they took care of them quick.
I mean, the game was a joke. Mike Glennon was terrible. Worst QB rating of the year, I think.
Minus
And
10 net yards.
It's insane. But what was amazing was Joe Judge's post-game press conference. Anybody hear that?
He's fucking horrendous.
It was like Donald Trump up there.
Yeah.
It was like
Come on, give me a couple quotes.
he said that the players love playing there that are there, and players that have left have called and said, "We wish we never left. We love playing there." It's like, bro, what are you doing?
The only thing I saw was the hug with him and Nagy. That was some man bro hug.
Both shouldn't have jobs next year.
Yeah, they're like, listen, if you get hired before me, make sure I'm on your staff.
I
That's what
kind
they're
of
talking
feel
about.
like that's what it was.
Yeah. Because they should, I mean, the fact that Maris already came out and said that Judge is coming back next year.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
Stupid.
This guy stinks.
Stupid.
How bad if he picks up Nagy for a little defensive coach or something?
Yeah, because he can't fucking call plays. That's
Yeah.
for shit show.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to say offense.
Yeah. He's a terrible offensive coordinator.
So the Bears got the Vikings this weekend, and the Giants wrap up with the soon-to-have a new name Washington football team. So going around the NFL, and before I start this, I want to tell both of you guys that the last game we're going to talk about is going to be the Steelers and the Browns. So don't jump in with your fantasy football problems or your want to cry your eyes out about
Fandom.
Roethlisberger. So we'll get there.
I went through all of my emotions last night, so don't worry about it.
I didn't.
I doubt it. All right, so the first kind of game of the week, the Chiefs and the Bengals. The Bengals pull it out, 34-31. What a game.
Who called
Fun
it?
game.
Great game to watch. Kansas City jumps out early, 4 touchdowns in the first half. The Bengals come roaring back behind another absolutely amazing performance by Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Guys are just putting on a show.
I had the Chiefs. I took the Chiefs. I believe it was minus 4.5. Kickoff 4.5 or 5. Sitting at 28-7 halftime. I'm like, lock this one up. This is fine. They're not going to give a... And fucking Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, the dude just fucking unbelievable. Throw, behind him, he stops and gets it. Throw it, in front of him, he's going to speed up. Throw it on him, he's going to jump, high point, and make the catch.
Yeah.
If he has an open field, he's big trouble. If he has open field.
I was glued to this game, and Mahomes looked like he would look like he had the swag in the first half. He was fucking rolling. He looked so
You took
confident.
KC. You didn't see the poor video of this guy laying in bed saying that he expects the Bengals to pull an upset on this game, not just cover the spread. Upset.
I took the Gems.
That was
One
the
of the best
oxy. That was
picks.
definitely the oxy talking there.
Listen, you sounded brilliant.
So second huge week in a row for that show, the Burrow and Chase show. 971 yards, 8 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. Unbelievable. Burrow gets another victory cigar. It was fucking, that guy's becoming something else.
Bad dancer, but
He's just fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like you do, like I want to hang out with that guy. I want to drink beers with that guy.
Definitely.
it's awesome. He's doing a great job.
So the Chiefs snap their 8-game win streak. They fall out of the top seed. The Chiefs wrap up against the Broncos. They can get the top seed with a win and a Titans loss.
Titans have to lose for them to get a top seed?
Yep.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I can't believe the Titans might be number 1.
That's crazy.
After
Absolutely
all
crazy.
this talk.
And they're going to get their boy back.
Yeah. Did you do you see who they lost to this year?
Yes.
They have 4 losses.
And the wins were not great.
No, but four losses to the Jets, the Texans. I got it somewhere on here. I
Pittsburgh
couldn't.
beat 'em.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, who's fucking god awful, and we'll get to it. I know, but they.
Can't just say that.
Yeah.
I am in awe that this team is the number 1 seed.
I am too.
I think they're good. I think they're a good team.
Yeah, you thought they were good all season.
I think
and then
their
when
defense is legit. I think they're good.
I mean, everybody was complaining about their cornerbacks, and they haven't really gotten smoked.
Yeah, I think they're good. The Bengals are finishing up against the atrocious Cleveland Browns. Next game, we've got the Rams and the Ravens. Rams win this one 2019.
Squeaker.
Close one. Stafford turns the ball over 3 times, but redeemed himself with a flawless fourth quarter comeback. Baltimore has been banged up all season. 8-3 to start, and then just beat up ever since. And they lose 5 games in a row.
Quarterback issues.
Yeah, quarterback issues, but they lost 5 straight. John Harbaugh lost 5 straight. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at that.
By like a total of, he lost those 5
Yes,
games by like
yeah.
a total of like fucking 6 points.
He made some bad calls, too. Again.
Absolutely, yeah.
Going
2 of them
forward.
are on him, without a doubt.
Big game for Odell, who looks really comfortable in LA.
Listen, I don't like that guy so much that I still see that touchdown, and I feel like he didn't get the ball over the pylon. I swear to God. I'm a dick the entire time, like, watching those highlights. I'm like, he didn't get that over.
He punched a guy in the asshole.
He did punch a guy in the asshole.
What the
I
fuck
saw
is
that,
that?
too. He punched a guy in the asshole.
And
And then ran. Like, he punched and ran.
Yeah. I'm not making that tackle. Someone's going to block me.
It's fucking terrible. He's the
Who-
next Deion
like-
Sanders.
Punch the guy in the asshole. Like, how the fuck does that happen in an NFL game? It was someone had a great. It was a great tweet. It was like 2022 year is gonna be our year. It's gonna be much more sane. Enough with the craziness. And then it was like 2 days in, and you had AB walking off, throwing the peace sign to the crowd with no shirt on, and then you had they did like a triple take of Odell punching a guy in the asshole, and he's like, okay,
Same as last.
yeah, here we go.
Same as last.
Rams got the Niners as they try to close out the division over the Cardinals, and then you got the Ravens against the Steelers. Big game, kind of. Next game, the Raiders and the Colts. Another great game. Raiders pull this one out 23-20. Is there a team that's been through more shit in the past 5 years than the Las Vegas Raiders have been through this year?
I don't even know the new thing that happened. I really don't. I see all the things about another guy going to jail.
I think
or
anything
something.
did happen.
What?
I don't think anything's happened lately.
Didn't somebody just go to jail? Like
No,
yesterday?
John Madden died.
No, I know
Oh, yeah,
that.
yeah,
but there was
yeah.
like
Raiders-
what was Hobbs or something like that?
I don't know.
There was something that I just saw.
Something
like
probably
three-
happened before we.
No,
before
Hobbs.
we
That was
started
when
this.
Vin Diesel was asking The Rock to come back
Yes,
to Fast
that's
and
true.
Furious. So he wanted Hobbs back.
Okay, all right, all right. I thought Indianapolis was going to pull this game away in the second half, and for some reason their offense went dead. I'm surprised at the Raiders' defense.
Derek Carr, though, he deserves something for how he's keeping this team together through all this
He
shit.
still makes so many bad decisions.
I don't know. He's having a great year.
It's just weird looking.
He is weird. He wears eyeliner.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He definitely wears
He's one of those guys that
He looks like
that.
Mel Kiper a little bit.
And his hair is like just
hell is Mel
crazy.
Kiper?
It's the draft guy. Are you serious?
Who?
Oh boy, we just lost a few followers.
What?
The NFL draft, the guy that
The ESPN guy.
for the last 30 years.
He's got
I
like
don't pay
fucking
attention.
wing back hair. Looks very similar hair.
Who's in
As
Fast
me?
When you look it up, no, not yet. Not yet.
That's me. That's my main.
The Colts snap a 3-game win streak because they couldn't hold on to that second half lead. Another 100-yard game for Jonathan Taylor, who is fucking just an absolute specimen. You guys get on the Hard Knocks Colts?
I
yet?
actually saw a couple episodes, but I was way behind. But I love it. I love
phenomenal.
It. Somebody was complaining about it's too much like game time stuff, and I love that.
I think it's phenomenal. It's definitely more because I mean, you know, the regular Hard Knocks. It's the fucking preseason. How much you going to show of that shit?
I love the idea of being on the sideline of an NFL football.
I mean, they just hit the jackpot with that team.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
coach, the players.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, dude, it's
I know,
so
like-
addicting. It's addicting. It's great.
I'll watch it one night or
You
something.
could
like
get HBO Max for free if you sign up for.
Frank Reich. I mean, I could watch that guy. Fucking, he should just have a camera on him all day long.
Yep.
Guy's gentlemen, class. The Raiders win one for John Madden, and they can lock up a wild card spot this week, which is crazy to me that they could make the playoffs.
It is.
Great game, probably the game of the week against the Chargers. I think they flexed that too.
Did you hear the one scenario in the week coming up that can happen? The Raiders, if Indianapolis loses and Pittsburgh loses, they can tie the Chargers and both are in.
Oh, wow.
Really?
So, and they'll find out before their game. So they said, so if they find out that, hey, listen, if we tie, like, there's no reason to play, they just take knees back and forth, and they could just tie. You know, but that's so awesome to think about. Like, they're like, hey, why would we get anybody hurt? Let's get healthy.
They'll put in all like the fucking practice players.
3 knees in a punt. The other team takes 3 knees. That would be amazing to watch.
ESPN
that would be fucking
would flip out. Whoever the hell is covering that game.
Tell me the ratings wouldn't go through the roof. Everyone's like, you have to watch this. Like, and then to imagine the announcers like, what do you talk about? How do you fill 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
And he's taking a knee.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be great.
And then you got the Colts close it out against the Jaguars, which they'll probably only have to play 2 quarters of that game. And move on.
Trevor Lawrence is really good. One of the best number 1 picks I've seen in a while.
Next game, the Cardinals and the Cowboys. Cardinals pull this one out, 25-22. So after a few weeks of trouble for the Cardinals, they get right with Dallas and Arlington. It's a home game basically for Kyler Murray. I don't know how many times I have to hear about how great he is in that fucking stadium. I'm also starting to slowly dislike Kyler Murray, just like you do.
Oh, come on.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Come on.
He looks like a fucking alien if you look at him real close.
He's ugly.
Man.
Not starting to not like him. But 2 touchdowns for him. These teams could meet again as they both have guaranteed wild card spots, both 11-5. Should be interesting.
That was a game that I really wanted to play with this last weekend, and it kind of played out. The game kind of played out exactly the way I thought it would, so that's what made me nervous about it. I mean, it was close. It was, you know what I mean? Like, Dallas was home. Maybe they were, going to put it away and get a better spot. I don't know.
I wanted the Cowboys to win so bad.
I honestly thought they were going to be able to pull it off, but there is still something wrong with that team.
Oh, yeah.
The defense
right.
is running well. There is something wrong with that team.
It's the offense. The offense just doesn't have it together. I think a lot is predicated on there's no running game anymore.
Oh, yeah. Zeke had 16 yards on 9 carries.
Yeah. No, you're
I
absolutely
think
right.
Dax was the high rusher with 20 yards.
Yeah, whether it's the play call or the line.
Is
or
it the line?
I don't know. I've been watching the games, and honestly, I feel like the play calling is just not there. I think that there's no fear of the run, so they're like, we're not worried. Teams aren't worried about it because they're not going to run it every play.
Yeah.
Whereas a year or two ago, it's like they'll come out and run it 35 times. 40 times. They don't care. They'll give it to Zeke that many times. And now it's, whether it's because he keeps getting hurt, he's gassed, it's the end of the season, whatnot, I don't know.
Kind of like what they're saying about Russell Wilson. I heard somebody talking about how defenses are playing him up, according to his regular game that he's been playing for the last 6-7 years, and that's why he's been struggling so hard and just thrown to his tight end. For the last 5 games before this past one, where it just went off, of course, all he was throwing to was Everett. And he's never done that before. He was throwing a Lockett and Metcalf all the time. But they figured out a way to, get him. And I guess that's what they're doing to Dak as well.
Yeah.
But for Zeke to only have 16 yards in that game, that's crazy.
It's embarrassing.
Feed Pollard. I don't understand why they don't feed that guy.
Right.
Give that guy 20 touches.
He could start on any team.
Right. Usually if
why
one of them is not
getting
working, the other one is.
But even why rush Zeke back when he's doing plenty? Okay, yeah, you pay him a ton of money, great. But Jesus, feed the guy. The guy's fucking game changer.
He says he feels greater than ever, Zeke. That's what he said before that game.
This goes to show you that position is just such a fall from grace of a running back position.
It's 3 years.
Nobody feels it worse than the Giants.
It's 3 years. What do you mean? They used him 48,000 times.
I had over 100 yards.
He touched the ball 48,000 times this weekend for the Giants.
The Cardinals finish up at home against the Seahawks as they try to win that division, and then they got the Cowboys going against Philly Saturday night.
So both top seeds are locked? Green Bay's locked. Is the Tennessee's not locked yet?
No.
Okay.
I have all the playoff. I got the playoff machine right here.
So the last game, the Browns and the Steelers on Monday night.
I need a tissue.
I feel like I'm just going to get out of the way on this one. So
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's it?
I mean,
I was going to let you go first.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not going to say much about it. I mean, you're mad about it for fake fantasy reasons. I mean, this guy...
The guy that brings up fantasy every episode.
What do you mean? I never bring up fantasy. I hate fantasy. He came in second place by 9 points.
The only league I won was one where there was no entry fee.
Oh,
you know what I won is a chocolate football.
That's awesome.
Why would you be in a free fantasy?
It's a family one.
Oh, it's still weird.
It's a family one.
$10 in, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
It's a family one where I bitched early on. I went started. Here we're getting into it.
Yeah.
I started out 5-0, and then I found out that every team makes the playoffs. So I started bitching. I wound up 7-7. If every team didn't make it, I would have made the playoffs.
Every team.
And then I had Burrow and Jamar Chase, and I ran away with it off of the last 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my God.
I get a chocolate football. This is my family that lives upstate, and I'm going to make a calendar. I'm going to take it to all like the major landmarks around Long Island because they hate
How many
like
are
people
there?
from Long Island. I got the Big Duck so far and the lighthouse in Montauk. That's about it.
I mean, when
Pencil. You got the pencil
Yes.
at Jones Beach.
when you
That's
get
fun.
together with them, do you play cards for no money?
No, that's funny because that's the opposite of what we do. But there's like little kids in it or
They
kids
play
that were little.
LCR for pennies.
Whatever. Fuck you guys.
I just couldn't do it.
All right, so we're not talking about the Browns. What about
Stefanski's the worst play caller I've ever seen in my life. Was it Matt Canada? Is the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the second worst play caller I've ever seen in my life.
Listen to me. I don't think
Big Ben
that's
had
him.
47,000 passes last night. His average depth was 2.7 yards. That's
Just playing
abysmal.
safe. Did you hear Snoop
First
Dogg?
time
It's
since they've been keeping-
17th. Yeah.
Did you hear Snoop Dogg
2 yard
just
out?
blatantly saying 2
When
yard out?
Snoop
He
Dogg
loves
is
his 2
talking
yard.
shit about you,
Yep.
it's time to change your play caller, man.
What about Snoop giving Eli a death row?
That was awesome.
Yes.
Death row records.
Listen, I think that's the only way to watch Monday Night Football.
Without
I
a
was
doubt.
tuned in.
Yeah. They
except
were
for the
great.
Goodell part. I wanted
Except
to
for the
fucking-
Goodell
I
part.
turned
You're
it in.
right.
I wouldn't watch it. I
Terrible.
fucking hate
Talking
it.
about
such a
him as a
fake.
tight end and shit. I was like,
It's funny as Manning kept calling him coach.
yeah, I know. In
I
the
say
beginning.
Manning like they're both last names aren't Manning.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Madden cast.
Listen, it was a beautiful night, and the way that it ended up, he even admitted that it wasn't the way it wasn't the way he wanted it, but it's the way it's been for 18 years. It's not the prettiest, but he did it. He got the win. Just to see him, raise his hand, walk around the field, get the ball one more time to do victory formation. I mean, it's been the last 18 years of my life. I have a ton of memories with this guy. I think he's amazing. I think he's well-deserved of the Hall of Fame. I know you're going to... I know.
There's going to be some background music on this.
I'm just saying, I think the guy is one of the best football players, or at least football quarterbacks that I'll see, especially for the team that I root for. So
He had a hell of a career.
I hope he doesn't
Can't
go
take it
anywhere
from him.
else for $30 million for a
No
year.
way.
I
Who
really
the fuck
hope...
would sign him.
No way.
No one's signing him.
Don't say that.
No way.
Don't say
Nobody
that.
would sign him.
No way.
I think there will be an option.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. More importantly, sexual
You're
assault
not gonna
allegations
bring that
aside.
up. Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right.
It's going to turn him into Urban Meyer.
I said sexual assault aside. Do you truly believe he's a Hall of Fame quarterback?
For what he did for 18 years on the same team, brought him to 3 Super Bowls, won 2 of them. Yes.
I'm not saying
a good debate.
Steelers Hall of Fame, Steelers Ring of Honor. Obviously, he's there.
For credentials of the Hall of Fame,
Pro Football Hall of Fame.
for the
They
credentials
let anybody
of
in
the
the
Hall
fucking
of Fame, anybody who wins,
I know Zach Thomas about to get in.
if you win a Super Bowl as a quarterback, you could possibly be in.
No.
You could possibly, but if you win 2, you're in.
Yeah, but he had the worst performance of any quarterback ever in the history of the Super
Fucking
Bowl.
rookie.
He's going to get in.
Rookie.
He's going to get in. I don't know if he deserves to be in there, but he's going to get in.
I know he's definitely going to get in.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys like I'm not going to.
Do you think Eli Manning is better than Ben Roethlisberger?
No.
Okay.
I don't think Eli belongs in the Super Bowl in the Hall of Fame either.
He will be.
I know he will be.
Okay.
They both will be. They're two guys that when they go in, I'm not going to like argue against it or campaign against it. Like I get it, they're in there. I just don't view them as a Hall of Famer. I never did when they were playing. You played them, you're like, yeah, Big Ben, that's a fucking tough out. He's a great quarterback.
Never a losing season.
Listen, the Steelers, the last Tomlin, I get it, they're great.
That's big, though.
But
That's a big
I understand,
deal.
and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not campaigning against it. I'm just for everyone to just assume that like he's an automatic Hall of Famer. I'm like, well, he's the numbers really aren't there. He's never been dominant.
They've been dominant
Consistent.
a couple years.
Consistent.
Consistent.
Good, yeah.
They've been dominant. They've had the number 1
Hey,
seed here and there.
Listen, it's a hell of a run. It's
a hell of a
storied
run.
franchise. He's a great quarterback, but he's
Great,
a scumbag.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, he's definitely a scumbag, but he is a great quarterback. Yes,
Just end it on that.
yes, you can. And I always loved watching him play.
I did love his quote, though. That is one of the most memorable recent quotes that I've heard, is that his favorite play is taking a knee.
Yes.
That's a great quote.
Yes, that is a great quote. Absolutely.
He said, my favorite play in football is taking a knee. It's a fucking great quote.
Guy was good, man. He was really good.
So the Steelers, as you said, you've been saying it for weeks. They're going to be assured of at least a winning season again. Mm-hmm. Going to be fucking tight on my...
It'll probably be 8-1, like I said.
Like Tomlin, Hall of Fame coach. in my opinion.
Without doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And the fact that he put up with Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, if he's a Hall of Fame coach without a doubt, Ben Roethlisberger is in it.
Plaxico he had?
Okay, I don't. Okay.
Did he have at the end of Plaxico?
I think so.
Okay. Might have been a year or two of him.
Baker Mayfield is fucking terrible. He just played himself out of a contract
Holy
in
shit,
1 year.
He lost so much money because you knew everybody was watching that game last night. That was a shit. He just lost so much money. He wasn't just like, oh, he didn't have a great game. He was actively the reason they lost.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He was missing wide open guys, and he wouldn't pull the trigger, which was bizarre. He's stepping back there, and what's coming because he's a fucking monster, and he's the best player on defense in the NFL right now.
100%.
You know he's coming, and you're still double clutching the ball. You're not getting rid of it. You're holding it.
Triple pumping.
Yeah. Get rid of the fucking ball.
Triple pumping.
Basically gave Watt the fucking defensive player of the year.
Listen,
award
if
last
they
night.
don't have Hunt,
handed it to him.
if they don't have Hunt and Chubb running and getting those short little dump passes,
But they had Chubb.
nothing.
Just give him the fucking ball.
Put him on the field.
I understand
Yeah.
that. I get that. But you've seen this whole year. They have just been. It's not losing Odell. It is they did not have those two guys as a huge threat out of the backfield, and that's it.
Because
shame.
they first down, they run the ball into the line. Second down, they throw a pass, which gets knocked down a lot because Baker's short. They don't open up passing lanes, and the guy doesn't fucking move. He's a statue. Unless he does a spin on nobody in the middle of the backfield, which is the most bizarre move for a quarterback. He did it twice last night. He drops back.
Oh, I saw him do one for absolutely no reason.
He's
He
just
did
in
a
the
spin
backfield,
move.
and then he does a spin move and runs out of the pocket, and there was no one within 5 yards.
I
I'm
think
like, what
Manning
the fuck
was
are you
like,
doing?
"Oh, spin move," and then threw it into the ground or something like that.
Or normally it gets tipped, and then on third down, you get sacked. Or you rush and you have to throw it away. It was the same play call every single series.
I think he's going to be so irrelevant that I'm probably going to have to pick a New Jersey next year because I think he killed himself this year.
It's embarrassing.
Well, he's definitely not a Brown next year.
So,
No way.
It's
get
embarrassing.
him some winning seasons.
Plays that team right out of playoffs. They're done. They finish against the Bengals, who have nothing to play for either, so that'll be a terrible game. But then the Steelers, they're looking to sweep the season slate against the Ravens,
Tough to do. Rarely happens.
and they got to watch the score in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Jacksonville ain't doing anything. It's going to be – I don't even – you know what? I don't even know if Ben plays the whole game. It's going to be a complete pace of what that game is.
I don't know. Indy might play down to him. You never know.
No way. And he's got something to play for.
Come on. Especially after a loss last week.
Yeah.
They're going to murder them. Murder them. And
I
they
just want to
lost
see
to
the
them,
Steelers
right?
win. I want to see them. I'd like to see them go. 9-7-1.
No.
Wouldn't that be the magic that we're looking for if they went 9-7-1,
No.
got into the playoffs, you lose your
I'm gonna go 5-0.
It would be-
That is gonna save me.
I know. I'm on the way. I looked at him.
From having to pay a certain bookie.
Yeah.
I'm fucking teetering on the line of having to pay that motherfucker.
You didn't
again.
tease them all together, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
Well,
Also can't do that.
Parlaying them all together.
Yeah, I teased them all.
That's what I mean.
Tease
Parlay
them all
them
down
together.
to 2 wins.
No, you didn't parlay them all together, right? Okay.
No, I wish I could.
I knew they weren't going to go under 500. I'm taking that as a win, to be quite honest.
Wow.
Sorry.
How the
They're
mighty have
fucking-
fallen.
How they did it, I don't know. That team.
How
is
they have 8 wins is
terrible.
amazing. They are really.
They're a bad team.
Deontay Johnson cannot catch the football.
Sucks. And you know
he
who
can't catch the
you know
ball.
who else can't catch it? Claypool. I've never seen
Oh fuck,
so
dude! Claypool, he forgot. That is not
bad.
This is way too long.
We fired him from the Fighting Irish. He's not a Notre Dame guy
Just
anymore.
telling you. I don't like
Fucking
him.
chucklehead.
I really don't like him.
All right, that's it for week 17, except for money shots.
Money shots, last one of the season. Here we go. There's a theme to this one. The Giants' passing game went backwards this week, literally. AB is nuttier than Donald Trump sending in his supporters into the Capitol building. It took me 17 weeks, but I'm in agreement. Home field advantage doesn't have the advantage it once had. AB is nuttier than the Charles Manson's musical fan base. Coming soon to a playoff game near you, a Cincinnati letdown. AB is nuttier than that Wall Street guy who took a shit ton of drugs, never watched his back, and had a great movie made about him. Is it true? I think it's true. The Giants are absolutely worse than the Jets, and it's embarrassing. AB is nuttier than the first woman serial killer, that monster chick that made Charlize Theron look ugly. This won't be the last year our favorite teams have a combined under 500 season. AB is nuttier than OJ. No, not yet. He's not nuttier than OJ. Not yet.
Man.
Oh, money shots going down the murderous row.
No politics in that one. I appreciate you bringing it home. With
Donald
that.
Trump.
Oh, that's right. He did
Come
do that.
on.
He
I
accused-
stop listening as soon as he screams money shots anyway.
He accused Donald Trump supporters of storming the Capitol,
That's
which
right,
is
I
not
forgot.
true. They were government agents.
Oh, God.
That was storming the crowd.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Coming up on the anniversary of that. Different podcast.
Happy anniversary.
Different podcast. All right, so here we go. Last week of the season. Always a tough one. Who's playing?
Oof.
Who's got something to play for? Trip's got all the scenarios.
What's tougher, week
I was just-
18 or week 1?
I was just going to ask the
think-
same question.
What do you
I think week 1.
Yeah,
I think week
I
one.
think this week.
This week is really tough, just because I think the spreads are outrageous. But I also don't like weeks 1 through 4, to be honest.
I mean, I haven't liked weeks 1 through 18 yet, so.
Come on.
I love them all.
Our records are amazing.
Listen, when we don't have this, we're going to be fucking betting on horses, and it's going to be terrible.
I love horses.
I love buttery things.
Meth Head Mike, we're going to be taking
Butterscotch.
fucking
Butternuts.
horse recommendations from Meth Head Mike.
This is a tough week. This is a very, very tough week.
But we're here for it, and it comes down to this is it. This is all comes down to.
Could be the underwear week. I mean, it could be with all.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, this is going to be. I got to go first. Let's just set that straight right now. So this guy's okay. I should have sent this out beforehand. I'm going to go first because I have the better record and I won last week. Then he's going to go. Then you're going to go, and it's going to just kind of go around in a circle.
If we
like that.
do this next year, we need to have a
Do-do.
losing do-do. If we do this, we have to have a losing prize.
End of the year,
Have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
have
definitely.
to. Got to be
and a winning
embarrassing.
prize. We don't even have a fucking winning prize.
That's true too. We should get some winners, right?
Yeah.
Maybe for the second
Next year,
playoff season that we're doing with the new records.
It's totally separate than
Right,
the
totally
regular
separate, of
standings.
course.
But okay,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Okay.
All right, so we're starting off with the locals. Last time. This is the last time we're picking the locals.
Ever
Being forced to
being
pick
forced.
the locals.
Okay.
This is it. First game, my New York Jets going up to the home of the Buffalo Wing, Buffalo, New York. They're 17-point underdogs. Did I mention this is the last time picking the locals?
Yes.
All right, good.
Forced to.
I'm picking the Bills in this one. Shocker.
Are you really?
Yeah, I've gotten smart with this whole Jets back and forth thing. Like I've won a few weeks in a row with them. I'm putting my fandom aside. I finally learned 18 weeks later. I needed that extra week in the season. They're going to look to make a statement in this game. They've got something to play for. They're playing for the division. I think Josh Allen is going to look to make a statement as well. He's going to ball out. They're going to get the running game going, which has been better in the past few weeks.
Yeah, they're finally using Singletary
Yeah.
and Josh Allen.
The Jets, they've been good to me the past few weeks, but I think this is it. I finally figured out how to pick this game.
Wow, I'm really shocked about it. I am.
The Bills
Why?
got something to
What
play
do you
for.
think?
I mean, you can make me go first. It's fine because you're
I'm
not
just curious. What
No,
you
no,
think?
No, go first.
Okay,
I don't want to
can't tell you.
Oh, Dad just said no. You go.
This
I
also
listened to him.
could have been strategy of you going 2-3 last week, because you knew. No,
What do you mean?
I'm giving you too much credit.
No, you're giving me way too much credit.
Do you get to pick last every time?
You're giving me way too much credit.
I'm taking the Jets plus 17. It's fucking 17 points.
A lot of points.
It's a divisional game late in the season. It's 17 points. Yeah, the Bills have something to play for, but not 3 scores worth. They'll get up. They'll coast. I think you won't see much of Allen past the third quarter. Maybe 1 or 2 drives into the third quarter, and then they're gonna pull him. Whether even if I think it's close, I think they might, or they get super conservative. There's no reason to keep him in the game. You got the playoffs to worry about. 17 points again. It's way too many.
Yeah, but
fucking points.
how far could they jump in the rankings?
They can win the division. That's it. They're gonna move up 1 spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll move from the first wild card to
Okay.
division. It's a home playoff game.
I mean,
Yeah,
if they
that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge, but it's not worth risking your fucking quarterback or a starter.
if they're guaranteed a home game, whether win or lose, then I could see them. But I just don't know if they'll pull them.
They are guaranteed home game.
No, but I'm saying if they're up,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
The
not-
fact
I'm
that
not
they're
saying-
guaranteed, they
like,
can pull them.
if it's a 10-point game, or even if it's 7 points, I think they do pull them, and they're like, hey, we'll just coast. Maybe stick them back in if it gets, but 17 points, a 3-score game.
Yeah,
I just don't see it, because I think if they're up by 14, I think they're gonna start pulling some guys out and get super conservative.
I got to agree with you on that. They didn't play Atlanta as well as I thought they would. I thought they were going to murder them and make a statement with those guys. They did end up covering, which, they covered, New England covered, and Houston didn't, but whatever.
Yeah, that's why you're in last place. That's why you're in New Jersey.
I know. It's okay. But I have to go Jets. It's a ton of points. I know that. I know that the Bills murdered them last time, took care of them easy last time, but that it's the last game of the season. It's 17 points. I want to take those. And I got burned last week with taking Tampa Bay.
Cool.
You should just take the Bills. Stop it.
No, you're good. I'm it's such a disadvantage going here first this week, so there's
you like
some
going first?
All right, next terrible local team, last time probably ever being picked. The Washington football team, soon to have a new name, is coming to MetLife to play the Giants. Giants are 6.5-point underdogs.
Washington Redcoats, right? Next year? No?
Yeah. I don't have much to say about this thing, whatever this is. The Giants have nothing to play for. They don't have a quarterback. They're atrocious. I'm also taking whatever the Giants team under is in this game. Which can't be. It's not going to be much. Maybe 10 points. Washington's still been playing a little bit, pushing for victory. I think that's a little bit of a testament to the motivation of Mr. Ronald Rivera taking the football team -6.5. Trip.
Okay,
Stop looking at him.
I know.
You're going to fuck him up.
Trying to make me go.
He's going to just blurt out his pick.
You're right. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
It's like poker now.
Well, I was going to take that, and I had a whole laundry list of reasons why the Redskins were going to win and cover.
Can't take the Giants again.
I had to do it. I'm not going. I need to beat. I want to at least beat him. So I'm going to go opposite, and my the reasoning for this is, other than trying to have a better record,
What do you got?
The Giants haven't covered in like 17
Oh,
weeks.
go with that one again? Go with that one again.
It's a line that makes no sense.
Fishy of the fishy.
Oh, man.
I have no idea. No, it's a terrible, terrible game. I wanted to.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants.
If there was anybody that was actually using our picks, this is not the week to do it.
No.
Because clearly this is
Not
fucking,
this pick.
This is a
Especially
free for
these
all.
two.
I'm taking the Giants. Bet the Skins.
I'm taking the Redskins. I love that it's 6.5.
Fuck.
Anything over would have been really bad. Redskins. I mean, I'm splitting up the locals for the first time in a long time.
Very similar to you not understanding how it goes around. Like, that whole argument doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. It's the splitting up of the... No. We're not doing it right now because we're never doing this again. But, like, I went back and watched old things last week when I was high on Oxy.
Well, don't worry about last week because it's getting to be a little bit spread. The team started... When they lost their quarterback, when the Giants lost their quarterback, it kind of flipped everything upside down.
When you say don't split up the locals, that means if you pick the locals, you always have to pick both of them?
Or none of them.
Because for about, I'd say, the first 10 weeks, the Jets and Giants, like, covered the same 2 weeks out of those 10 weeks. Okay?
Gotcha.
And I got lucky.
Gotcha.
Whatever. Listen to me.
The worst team
Fucking
against the spread has been the Jets all season. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I probably picked them the 2 times they fucking got it. Okay? Listen to me.
This guy's in first.
Listen to me.
All right.
51 and 34, right?
Done
Isn't
with
that
the
my
locals.
record?
Yes, it is. Done with
Washington.
the locals.
Washington.
All right. Done with the locals. On to our flex picks.
Fred Wolves.
Week 18. Kurt, you're up.
I'll do it if you want me to do it. I don't give a shit.
All right, my first pick. Colts and the Jaguars. Jaguars are 15.5-point underdogs. I mean, the Colts are not going to waste their latest chance to just take care of business. Jaguars got lit up by the Pats last week. That's going to happen again this week. The Colts are just going to feed Jonathan Taylor. They still have something to play for. Jacksonville's run defense is atrocious. Atrocious.
What about taking them out in the fourth quarter?
I mean, I can't really deal with that.
Whatever
It's the same thing with the Josh Allen thing.
Yep.
I'm hoping in all these games they get up like fucking 35-0, similar to what the Patriots did, and then just move on. I think the Colts take this one. The ease, they punch their second straight playoff ticket, and they end the Steelers' chance to get in.
Interesting. I ain't touching that one.
Give me the Colts.
I love Colts too.
Give me the Colts. And then just a little bit of a segue. Trevor Lawrence. What the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Christ, right?
Like, terrible.
It's bad.
It's
nobody's
bad.
fucking saying a
bad.
thing.
Are you gonna watch this game?
I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna have front row seats to his coming out party. Then.
Watch it.
Okay, this is a big game for him. Trevor Lawrence. Everyone's gonna be watching. Thinking, oh, he's gonna put up numbers this week, and next week he'll be like, put up numbers against the playoff team.
Maybe in week 19.
His interception to touchdown ratio is
Terrible.
awful.
Okay, so Peyton has got the record for it.
Terrible.
He must be close.
All right, who you got? First pick.
First pick, I am taking the Detroit Lions plus 2.5 over the Green Bay Packers. Packers have nothing to play for. They've locked up the number 1 seed. There's no chance Aaron Rodgers even suits up for this game. Jordan Love is fucking terrible.
He said he's playing.
He's not playing. There's no chance he's playing.
No, Jordan Love's playing. I heard that on the way here.
Jordan Love, and he's awful.
This line, I think, is already like 7.
What?
I think this line's already like 7.
Oh, it's guaranteed that he's not playing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I fucking lied last night. I mean, Jesus Christ. National TV.
No, he lied? Did they ask about his vaccine status?
Why would he not play? He's not going to play at all?
No. Why would you play?
They have nothing to play.
Yeah, they already have the number 1 seed. He actually asked Peyton last night, he goes, how do you feel about rest that extra week? Would you rest the guys? And Peyton's like, I don't know. We went back and forth. And he talked about it. He's like, I think rest is so important. I think at this time of the season, you have to rest. Like, he ain't playing.
There's no reason for him to play.
The Packers have no depth whatsoever. I think the Lions are going to play for Dan Campbell. I think they love the fucking guy. I think Dan Campbell is going to treat this like it's a Super Bowl. Goff might not play. Boyle's in. Hasn't looked, god awful. I think it'll be a close game. So I'll take the 2.5 points and hope for the best.
I think the Lions are already favored in this game. I think the Lions are already gone the other way.
I thought it started out Lions at 1.5, and then it jumped to like +2 for some reason, because maybe because Roger said he was going to play. But
all right, who do you got?
I have a game that I feel super duper confident on, and if I was a millionaire, it'd be 1,000,000 units on this one. Vikings -2.5 against the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, if you want to go with Super Bowls, they had theirs last week. They suck. They're not good. I just think the Vikings are going to be ready to put a stamp. Even if Madison plays instead of Cook, Madison always runs well. I feel really confident on the Vikings end of the season with a W. How awful and up and down they were the entire season. Cousins is pissed that he did not play last week. He is. He's definitely pissed that he didn't have a chance to at least keep them involved. I think the Vikings kill them.
1,000,000 units.
1,000,000 units.
Game's at 1 o'clock.
Love it.
He's coming back.
Oh, yeah. It's not a primetime game.
It's not even 4 o'clock game. 1 o'clock game. That's he's the best. 1 o'clock game.
He's in a good spot.
Going Vikings, feel good about it.
Jump back to the Packers.
Till Sunday at 4.
Jump back to the Packers. Yeah, exactly. I fucking hated this pick. I hated it all week. The NFC, it's interesting. There's nobody I really believe in that division, in that side.
And we love them.
Packers?
I don't think so. The advantage that they have is, I think the offense is great. Their defense is not good. Not good. They have nobody on defense.
I think it's funny that the NFC was riding high the first 10 weeks of the season.
Tons of holes.
And now the AFC has now switched to like, they're all 10-win, 11-win teams, but they have the better teams, the more well-rounded teams. Green Bay,
it's going to be that home game for them. That's going to be the difference maker. It's who's going to go in there and beat them. I don't think the Bucs can do it. I think the only team that can do it is the Rams.
I don't think anybody could do it.
I don't know. We'll see.
You don't think anybody could do it?
No.
I think the Rams could do it.
I think the Rams can rip that defense
They don't run the ball
apart.
enough. No.
They've been running with Michelle for
But they're not
last
doing.
3
But they're
weeks.
not doing. They don't look like they. Yes, they 100% have the talent, but they haven't looked great. Or like they haven't put it together. I mean, the last half of the season, second half of the season they've been an average team.
Odell's going to take him there. Comeback player of the year.
Oh my God, is he still in contention for that?
No, it's either Burrow or Dax, which I don't understand how it's Burrow. I mean, the guy was whatever. All right, my second flex pick. Oof, I hated it. I hate this pick that I made this at home before I came here, and I want to take this out.
I already have one that I scratched.
I'm going
It's
to
the
take
Green
it
Bay
out.
Packers.
Saturday night game, Cowboys and the Eagles.
That's a good game.
The Eagles, this line is all over the place, too. I saw it at 3.5. Now it's 7.
A lot of COVID on those Eagles.
Also, they both have nothing to play for.
Yeah.
They both kind of clinched.
They're just going to kind of like stay the same, right?
But scary here. Again, so they have nothing to play for. Just a battle of playoff spot. One of the scenarios has them playing again next weekend. They play each other. So both teams are going to rest. Doubt you'll see much of the quarterbacks here. I don't know. Something about this is telling me to take the Eagles. It's the run game. Taking the Eagles. +7 in this game on Saturday night. Really like Philly's run game.
It's a good bet.
Really like their run game. So give me the Eagles +7.
I like that bet.
All right, seems like I guys are taking all my picks here.
You like the Eagles too?
I like the Eagles. I love the fucking Vikings. That was my pick of the.
And the Colts?
I did. They're all written down here.
You write down every game.
Write down every game.
Yeah, I do write down every game, and I make a pick in every game. But I have the 5 that I write 5
He
games
never
down.
goes first anymore. Remember when he was going first for a little while?
Yeah, those were great times. trying to get back there.
I mean, this guy's worn that Mo Lewis jersey
3 times.
more than I've
I think it
worn
was
this
definitely
shirt,
4.
which is
Three
the only
times.
shirt I own.
3 times.
I'm going to go back to the videotape on that one.
We could do that.
It's feast or famine for this guy. It's either first
I'm
place.
taking the LA Chargers minus 2.5.
Oh, you're going to be so mad.
Are you taking the Chargers, you motherfucker?
Definitely taking the Chargers.
Motherfucker. Yeah, they've looked good. I think they're back. I got a question for you because I was looking back. I don't remember ever. I'm pretty sure there's maybe one time, but I don't remember betting the Chargers or in a Chargers game much of the season. Is there a team you could think of that you're like, I don't remember ever betting on or betting against that team? You're just kind of unsure about them or you haven't touched them for one reason or another? Like, I think the Chargers are like that team for me. Like,
I wish it was the Giants, but
yeah, no.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
was thinking about that today too. What you just said.
I wonder if there's a team like that.
I don't think I ever took the Eagles this whole entire season.
You took them last week.
I know. No, I mean like where I wasn't forced to take them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
Shit.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a team like that.
Wait, well, give me this because I actually like the Raiders in this one. I'm not picking them, but
You like the Raiders?
Yeah, I do.
You
I
like
just
the
don't.
Raiders.
The
I'm not
Raiders-
taking them, but
Yeah,
I
I don't
like the
think.
Raiders.
But I don't think the Raiders are like they're not that good.
I
There's
think
a little
the
bit. You know what's funny is that we've been talking about Justin Herbert, and they put his stats next to Burrow's. They're almost identical this year.
Yeah.
Identical.
I think Burrow's going to be a better quarterback than him.
I think
do.
so too, but
more
it's like
explosive.
for all the shit we've said, like Herbert, not really sure, don't know.
Yeah.
Guy had a fucking amazing season.
Great season.
Yeah, they beat up on they.
Yeah.
And there's several games where he put up like monstrous numbers, and then there's other games where he put up pedestrian at best numbers. Like
They're
he's
both kind of the
a-
same player. They both throw down the field big time.
Yeah, and that obviously hurts. I think Herbert's kind of hamstrung by his coach, like being so super aggressive that it's kind of fucking them up. Like he would almost benefit from a little bit more conservativeness on offense with the play calling, with the special teams plays, whether you're going to kick it or not. But I think the Chargers are a better team. I think they're a better team. Their record against the spread in the AFC West is great.
Offense is rolling.
Yeah.
Eckler.
2.5 point. And again, I just don't think the Raiders are that good. Like they're a scrappy team. They're definitely scrappy. I think this game will be exciting, but I think the Chargers pull away late.
I was surprised that the Raiders pulled it off last week. 2 reasons why I want to take this game is, 1, I want it to be in that Sunday night game. I think it's going to be the best game of the week. It has the most in stake. And 2, I think the Chargers are just a much better team than the Raiders. The Raiders started off hot. They've been up and down since. Carr is going to make an accident. I still don't think they have their best player on the field. Chargers are a better team, and the spread is perfect. 2.5 is a great spread. So I got to go Chargers, so I apologize for that. But
Anyway, you should go first next.
I don't even have a pick now.
It's going to be a great game. I don't know. It's like I'm sure all the analytics say take the Chargers. Something about the Raiders.
No, it does.
Both teams could make a shit ton of mistakes, and that's what I think.
Something about the Raiders.
I guarantee you.
Hunter Renfrow is just the fucking guy's unbelievable.
No, he's a fucking baseball player.
He's a ball.
He's open all the time. All the time. It's going to be a great game.
I bet you
obviously.
you'll see 80% of the money's on the Chargers.
Yeah.
It's one of those games, and then it's going to come out, like you said, something feels weird about it. It could be one of those games that comes out of nowhere. The Raiders, no one fucking did it. Vegas lost a shit ton of money on it. It's almost like a sucker bet.
I can't believe they can
I might
make
be
the
falling
playoffs.
for it.
Can't believe they can make the
Right?
playoffs.
I can't believe they can make the playoffs either.
It blows my mind.
It must be their AFC record. I don't understand.
Yeah, it is, because that's why the Dolphins are out, and the Dolphins have a better record right now. It's the conference record.
I do like the whatchamacallit. I forgot what the fuck I was just gonna say. Great radio. God damn it.
Dynamite
That was
dropping there.
dynamite radio right there. Son of a
What do you
bitch.
say, Mikey?
Hey there, buddy boy. There we go.
right.
Where's eyeliner?
My last pick. All right, my last pick. Near and dear. I'm doubling down. There's no head.
Oh, I remembered what I wanted to say.
Jesus Christ.
I do like the way the Chargers took care of Denver. Great radio.
Thank God. Thank God we came back to that.
Yeah, no. Holy shit, I almost made my next pick without that.
That's
without
amazing.
knowing that.
Vic Fangio's going to be out of a fucking job. Nice job.
You're welcome, everybody.
It's 30 seconds of my life I can't get back.
All right, last game. No hedge in this one. I'm fucking all in. Steelers, Ravens.
Dollars.
That's twice this year you took this game.
Bringing it full.
Steelers in Baltimore. That's twice this year.
Well, they played twice, so.
But that's crazy. that
Full
you would touch
circle.
it.
Give me the Baltimore Ravens in this one.
Good move.
Wow, 3.5.
Minus 3.5. They've had an impossible season, rough season, injuries. They're still playing for Harbaugh. They must have lost all these games, like I said before, for like a combined 10 points or something like that. Steelers need this win for the season sweep and to have any chance of making the playoffs, even though, no chance Jacksonville fucking beats Indy. I think the Ravens win. I think they finish off the Steelers. They finish off Ben's career and my Steelers under for the year.
You just wanted another dig at the Steelers, but that's fine.
Steelers are a bad team. It's just there's no way to put it.
Really
bad team.
They don't deserve that many reallys.
Really
but it's
bad
okay.
Team. The Ravens are due for a moral victory here. I like Huntley. He was contained last week, but I think he'll have a good game. And
Lamar's not playing. He's definitely not playing.
Nah, he's definitely not playing.
Why would you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna play for him.
Might as well just save him. Save him for another bad year.
They can still make the playoffs.
I don't think they can.
I think they can if they win.
Dude.
How many million people have to lose?
The Chargers lose and the Colts lose and the Dolphins lose.
I think you made that up.
No, I'm serious. I have it written down.
Yeah.
Ravens can win with a Chargers loss, Colts loss, Dolphins loss. Now the Colts are playing the Jaguars, so that's a little bit. But
The
Ravens,
Ravens will do their part.
they got to go when they got to play.
I mean, they have
Minus
to win.
3.5.
They have to win. They lost, 5 or 6 straight?
Pittsburgh can make it.
They can make it. I know.
They need a Colts loss too.
Colts lost and somebody else lose.
I struggled through this.
No tie in the Chargers Raiders game.
I struggled through this last thing because I think I spilled pizza all over this last page.
What kind of pizza?
Good for the gout.
What kind of pizza?
Smell it.
This is my line. Is like I think the Ravens win to finish off the Steelers, Ben's career, and my Steelers under wins for the year. It's such a line, but there's fucking mushroom pizza on top of that, so I couldn't read it out.
You're probably going to win that under, but I have to admit that I was not wrong. They do not go under 500.
Yep.
And they should have
Called
beat
it.
Detroit.
We said that.
Called it. All right, I'm done.
Man, these are rough picks.
All right, final pick. I got I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs minus 10.
Thank God. Good.
I think the Broncos have mailed it in. I think they're done. Folding their tents. They're going home. Very happy to get the fuck out of there as soon as the game's over. Fangio's on the hot seat. I think the Chiefs are going to want to roll into this game. They're going to want to get something started. They're going to want to win. So I think they're going to get up big and then coast to the second half. I see another 14, 21 point spread at halftime and then hang on. Hopefully Broncos have no fucking offense. Drew Lock is not good. So I'll take the Chiefs minus 10 over the Broncos.
What do the Chiefs have to play for? Anything? Position?
They could get first. It's a long shot. If they win and Tennessee loses, they can get first place.
Well, that's pretty serious.
They'll start. They're gonna play hard. As we said, I think they're gonna play hard. I think then they pull them and see how it goes.
The Chiefs' problem is the running game. No,
Yeah.
they're in trouble.
It is.
Yeah, I know. I picked up Drake and Derek Gore,
And obviously from last week, the defense isn't playing as good as they were 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Kind of like back to week 1 with them.
What's crazy in that game was Jamar Chase has got like 180 yards and it's like fucking 3rd and 20. Put one guy on and picks up 27 yards. It's like, what are you doing?
He also got more receiving yards than Mahomes threw. More receiving yards and TDs. It's
crazy.
He had 3 TDs and more receiving yards than he threw.
It's wild.
It's great. That's nuts. But he's got it. He is an after-the-catch type guy, though.
Yeah.
Because there's been games that he just gets the ball and gets dropped right away. But when he blows them out, he's faster than anybody else.
Yeah, but there's a lot that he gets the deep ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially in the beginning of the season, they were throwing him the deep ball a lot.
They got a triple threat down there.
You give him an inch and he's fucking gone.
Yeah.
Yep. He burns him.
He's a stud, man.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. I'm gonna go with what I originally had. Besides the Packers, here I had down here. I also wrote down the Brownies. In fitting of me wearing Mayfield, he will not be playing. I don't think Keenum is the worst backup quarterback there is. I think the Giants would pay large money for that
better.
guy. What?
Probably gonna be
He's
better.
gonna be great. I don't think. I mean, I was speaking it with you. I don't think Burrows is gonna play. I mean,
None of them are playing.
He tweaked his knee at the end of the game, so I mean, I'm kind of just going. They're plus 2.5 right now. That'll probably go up, but yeah, I'm just gonna go the Browns. Go with the points. Maybe take the last game.
I think it's a good bet.
You know what's be great when the Browns just run the ball like 75 times
The game will be over,
and
in like,
they dominate the game.
game's
And
gonna
it's
be
like,
over
oh,
in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's,
We should have probably done that all year long. That's probably not a bad idea.
it's what they've always done. I don't know why they changed it. I really don't know why they changed it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good pick. Tough week, but that's a good pick.
It's a tough week. It's a really tough week. But I had them down. Early.
That's a good bet. I like that. I like the Browns.
All right, so recap. I've got the Bills minus 17. I've got the football team minus 6.5. I've got the Colts minus 15.5. Oof. I've got the Eagles plus 7, and I've got the Ravens minus 3.5.
Ravens, Steelers. Can't believe it.
Right.
You want to go? Go ahead. You were second. Go ahead. Sorry,
Sure.
I didn't mean to jump in there.
That's okay.
I'm just not used to going last.
Oh, son of a bitch. I got the Kansas City Chiefs -10 over the Broncos. New York Jets +17. That's a lot of fucking points over the Buffalo Bills. The Giants +6.5. I got the LA Chargers -2.5. And I got the Detroit Lions +2.5 over the Packers.
You're smart by picking the Chargers. Jets +17. Washington -6.5. Vikings -2.5. Chargers -2.5. Browns +2.5. A lot of 2.5.
Brownies. That's it. The season's over.
That's it.
Good run.
We did the season.
Killed it.
Now come the real. Are we gonna bet all playoff games? Or do
We got to talk
pick-
about that. I don't
Okay.
think this is
All right.
really the forum for that.
This isn't the forum.
Why not?
What else? Any because it's any other wacky playoff scenarios? There's not a lot of drama in the playoff scenarios.
No, not a lot. There's
Positioning mostly.
Not as much as they were hoping for.
You got
Just-
the Chargers Raiders game.
right. Just the one crazy
Yeah.
that they could tie. That's pretty fun. There's nothing really going on in the NFC. It's the Rams and Cardinals. Who's gonna win the division? And then the craziest thing is the Saints can make the playoffs. If they win and the Niners lose, the Saints are in. How the fuck that? Like if he gets in the
If
playoffs,
the Saints win and the
49ers
lose, they're
to the
in.
Rams. Yeah, the Saints are in.
Holy shit!
So you get Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, Taysom Hill.
That's my under too.
Where you're starting quarterbacks for the New Orleans Saints, and they might make the playoffs.
That's my under. Nine
fucking
games
crazy.
is my under. So I got to root against them, and they're playing Atlanta.
I think it was 9.5. I think you got it already.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
I think I lied and said it was 9.5. We'll check that though. But you could be right.
When was the last time a team with 4 different starting quarterbacks made the playoffs? That's got to be a fucking
I'll tell you, if anybody can make a little bit of a run in the playoffs, it would be New Orleans.
How?
I don't
Their
think
With
so.
coach.
what?
I don't
The
think
coach.
so.
You have a coach and a tailback. That's it.
I don't think so.
Listen,
You
was
get no
Miami
more-
was Miami the only Monday night team who won and then lost the next week?
Yeah,
I just
they
want to
said-
know that because I bet Miami because of that.
Oh, you should have checked my picks
thanks.
because I told you not to bet
Son of
Miami.
a bitch.
I took the Titans.
I think touching any kind of a future at this point for the playoffs is impossible with what's going on with COVID. Like you can't. Put
Oh
money
no,
on
COVID's done
anybody.
in the NFL. They're done with it.
Everybody had it?
After this week, nobody's ever going to have it ever again.
I don't think so.
You're not going to miss one star for the playoff games. There's no chance.
I don't know. We'll see. What about what else? What about our over unders? I mean, I'm pretty happy about mine. But who else? Everybody did good. Everybody did well.
Yeah, I mean,
Over unders, yeah.
Yeah.
The division winners,
Divisions,
not so-
yeesh,
yeah.
not so good.
I mean, we were. I remember not picking or even thinking about Green Bay because of that whole Aaron Rodgers situation in the beginning of the year. Me and you, I think, picked the Vikings. That was bad.
I don't think any of us picked Green Bay in that.
He
You
should
did?
have.
I took Green Bay to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's got Green Bay to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. You guys have Steelers to win the AFC. And that was a nice pick.
Shut up. I was looking for magic.
They're still
all
alive.
right? And they are still alive. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Chip. I love when he jumps back on.
Imagine,
Listen.
imagine they just go on a
Big
fucking
Big goes on a run.
A little
He-
magic.
He averages 2.5 yards per attempt.
The Steelers make the fucking Super Bowl. I'll do this thing with my fucking cock in my hand.
Listen, I don't know what I'll do, but
In
I'll
his
do
hand. What he
something
means when he
stupid.
says hands, he means his index finger and his thumb.
That was just operating room dick.
As he's groping his stomach right
That was
now.
just, my girdle's really riding up.
Does it feel like the Tom Brady jersey?
When they gave this to me, I was like, listen, don't worry about it. I got something back at the studio.
Did
I
you tell
go
him to
after
put
them.
number 12 on the girdle? Like, can you just throw it on there?
I should just like reveal it, and I've written in the number 12 on there.
I got a question for you. It's a new year. We just finished the holiday season. What do you want as a gift for your football team for 2022? We got 3 shitty football teams. What do you want?
We don't have 3 shitty football teams.
Okay. No.
I want a veteran quarterback.
You're gonna go.
I want a vet.
You're gonna dump Big Ben. You want a veteran?
What do you mean we're going to dump? He's leaving.
Which veteran quarterback do you want?
Dying.
I don't know. I don't have trust in Wilson right now. That whole thing that I said before, if they figured out how to play the guy and he's not able to run as much as he used to run.
What about Mike Glennon?
Nah, he's
I already
good.
see cheap.
I heard he's going cheap. I want a guy who could run an offense because I think they have a lot of pieces, and obviously their defense is great. Their defense is great, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
ton
want
of talent on
I don't
offense,
want to
too.
start over. I don't like Claypool.
Okay, guy's a stud. Could be a stud.
What do you want? A 4 and a 5 pick?
I mean, we're getting 2 first-round picks. I want
2 picks to blow again.
I don't want anything drafted except for defensive line. That's what I want. I want we haven't had somebody who could rush the passer since fucking John Abraham. That was 20 years ago. That's what I want. I want one of those. It's not a great quarterback for much. I mean, great quarterbacks. Not a great draft for quarterbacks. It's going to be all defense in this draft. And that's what I want. I want a fucking lights out defensive end.
Is there
game-changing defensive end.
Is their O-line good enough for Zach Wilson to be good?
I mean, they've been playing well. They've been running the ball well. They've been protecting him.
Backton's been hurt all year.
They're out with three of their linemen are out.
He's one of the best linemen in the whole league.
Yeah.
So
that's what I want. I want a pass rusher.
What do you want, a new quarterback?
No. Offensive line would be nice. I want to spend
It's not Deshaun Watson.
No, definitely not. I want every draft pick to be an offensive line.
I'll take Deshaun Watson.
There you go.
That's not bad, yeah. Well, isn't Rodgers going there?
No, that's all bullshit.
Imagine.
Aaron Rodgers, he was waxing poetic about Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but it was all bullshit. I mean, he talked about it on the
You got the pick of the litter of fucking veteran quarterbacks.
I think they'll be able to pay for whoever the hell they want, and I think they'll make the right decision.
Ooh, little Ryan Fitzpatrick, a little Fitzmagic in Pittsburgh.
I don't know about that.
Fitzmagic?
I didn't say ancient quarterbacks.
Print the t-shirts right now.
I didn't say ancient
about Brady?
quarterbacks.
Oh, man.
Brady
he won't play in the
Too
cold.
Too cold. You don't like the cold, this guy says.
No, he
Played
said
in
that.
New England for 99 years.
He said that this year, though. He said, "I'll never go back to a cold city ever again."
No, he wouldn't go to a team with 6 Super Bowl rings either. He wants to go to a team that he could build.
He's
up.
not going anywhere else. He's gonna stay. He's gonna win 10 more fucking Super Bowls in Tampa Bay, and then I'm gonna assassinate him.
I think they go down early this year.
Who?
Tampa Bay.
I think so too.
I think they go down early.
I think so too. What about our players of the year and stuff? Do we got anything that's good in there? You got anything?
Oh, I know we could take a look at that next week.
Aaron Donald, no chance. I don't think he's got it. I think Watt's got it. We all got Aaron Donald.
He's in third right now. Aaron Donald is the third, I guess, best odds to win Defensive Player of the Year is him. I think Tavon Diggs is up there, even though he gets fucking smoked. He's either picking the ball off or getting smoked for a touchdown, one or the other.
Do you have, if LA Rams lose, who they play in the first round or no?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Because
that would be interesting.
I only have so much space on my paper here.
I think they're going to have a tough time against San Francisco for some reason, and it's going to be interesting to see where they sit.
Shanahan owns him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like 7-2 against the spread against the Rams, or the Niners alone are 7-2 against them, and I think it's 4-0-1 against the spread is Shanahan versus McVay straight out, like head to head, something like that. But he does. He kicks his ass.
I mean, JT Watt's the best defensive player there is right now.
Yeah,
TJ Watt's not bad.
All right, that's it. Enough.
Yep, you're right.
All right, that's a wrap on the last week of the season. Picks are in. Battle for first place is on.
Regardless, our records kicked ass.
Yeah, we did a great job.
Kicked ass.
Pat ourselves on the back.
I do have one more.
One more what?
Coach on the hottest seat.
Coach on the hotter seat.
The hottest seat. Who's the first coach to go?
Nagy.
You think Nagy's the first one to gone?
I think so.
That's the easiest.
I mean, I already
pick.
said. I think he doesn't even I don't even think they make the post-game press conference.
Really?
Yeah. Black Monday?
Yeah, that's the easiest pick, definitely, just because of all the bad talk about him. Do you think the guy in Raiders stay?
No, he's gone.
Not fit.
No, he's gone. He's definitely gone.
What's his name? Dave Visaggio? I think that's actually a guy I used to work at in the beer industry.
Sounds like you should have a spritz.
Rich Pasicchia?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
They're
it.
giving him a lot of praise this week.
Oh, they love him.
How they held him together.
Yeah, but the guy's been a coach in the league for almost 30 years now. He's never even sniffed like the assistant head coach job.
Does Eric the Enemy get a job?
This guy, he fucking better. Jesus Christ! Like the guy wasn't even close the last 3 years somehow.
If he doesn't, then it's never going to happen.
It's definitely never gonna like this. It's crazy that he doesn't have a job right now.
Going to be plenty of jobs to be had.
Houston guy's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Who wants
Cooley?
that job?
Nobody wants that job. Nobody wants that guy. And punts on third down.
Who do you think it is? Who do you think the hottest?
I think it's him. I think he's gone.
Nagy or Houston?
No, Houston. I think Cooley's gone.
Yeah, not a long run there.
No, 1 year.
I hope they fire Judge just for the Giants fans' sake.
No, I hope they keep him forever so I can listen to Giant fans' fucking old ass mustache fan base.
I can't wait to see what that team looks like next year. Because I'm telling you, they have talent on that offense.
No, where?
And the defense is not bad.
Where do they have talent?
I don't know.
Saquon's not good. Shepard can't stay on the field. The other guy, the fucking rookie was
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. Tony, he's a head case. He's a fucking.
They're going to sign a new strength and conditioning coach.
Oh,
That's
always the blame.
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do.
It's the hospital for special surgery.
They're going to put
out.
grass on the field.
All right, once again, that's a wrap on Week 18. Coming back with Takeout Takes.
I'm glad we're back, guys. Takeout Takes.
All right, here we go. Week 18, the last time I have to do Takeout Takes
Sponsored by Take 5.
this season. We're not doing takeout takes for the playoffs, right?
No.
How could we?
No, we can't. There's too many big games.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Everybody would ride local, like because
Shocked
playoffs,
that you both said that.
This
by
is
the
it.
way. I
Last
thought you
money
were gonna
shot,
put me
last
through
takeout
more-
takes.
Put me through more.
I think we can come up with another segment or two. I think I had 37 of them in the pre-season meeting. So
I definitely have a drinking game that we could do once a month next year.
I thought. Oh, next year. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing.
We can do the AFC and NFC championship takeout takes to bring it back.
No.
Why not? Those are great games.
if Kansas City's the home team, he's like, yeah, let's
That's
do it
true.
again. Let's call Kansas City.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right, but more importantly, what's in front of us this week? Sunday night game. Flex to it. Game of the week. You guys got the Chargers. in this one.
We do.
Raiders. Home. Their new home. Las Vegas. Sin City. I'm just throwing out words right now. Delaying having to make this phone call.
Red, blue.
Chargers, Raiders.
John Madden.
What is the spread? Because mine says minus 10.5. There's no way.
2.5.
2.5 points.
2.5.
Chargers are the favorites.
Do you have Pete's on that page too?
Yeah, that's the same page.
No, same page. Okay.
Chargers are 2.5 point favorites in Vegas against David Carr and his haircut.
Yeah.
So we're going to Vegas. I got 4 bars here. I pulled the 4 bars from week 11
Figured
or
you
10
would.
or whatever we had. We've got the GOAT Sports Bar, which I don't seem to remember. We've got Mr. D's, which is Kurt's favorite.
We
fucking
definitely
bar on
remember.
Instagram.
Yep. We definitely follow. Right.
CD Sports Bar and Grill, and 4 kegs. I don't necessarily remember much from that week, but the only one I remember is Mr. D, so we're going to go right there, right?
It's the one we got to go with.
All right, let's fucking get it going here. Let's get it going
So much plastic in this bar.
If somebody with plastic doesn't answer this, we're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Mr. D's has one guy worker, and he answers the phone.
Sup, Mr. D's.
Oh, boy. Nerve-wracking. Last one of the season.
What was that noise? Was that noise live from the bathroom?
Mr. D.
Mr. D's, the Chargers are coming to town this weekend to play the Raiders. They're 2.5 point favorites. Who you got, the Raiders or the Chargers this weekend?
What?
You like the Raiders or the Chargers this weekend?
Raiders and Chargers here at Mr. D?
Are you a football fan? Do you like the Raiders or the Chargers?
No, it's college. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh,
Man.
You think the Raiders are going to win? They're the home team, kind of.
Well, they should. Home team.
All right. They're 2.5 point underdogs. If they win, they're in the playoffs. You rooting for them?
Well,
Folding under pressure.
what else do you want? I'm here at Mr. D. So we're working. I'm busy.
All right.
Are you in?
No, I'm in New York. I just want to know who's going to win this game.
Oh, you're trying to sell something?
No, we're trying to put a bet on the game.
Oh, okay.
We're looking for advice.
Well, shit. For me, I do make my bets. I'll bet on the Raiders.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So you're taking the Raiders.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Can't believe the one dude that works there answered the phone.
I can't believe he called from the train tracks. He answered the phone on the train tracks. That was crazy.
I think he answered from a fake breast
It goes,
inside of it.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, lot of sailing.
it goes right to his cell phone, Mr. D's.
Yeah.
It goes right to his cell phone.
Listen, he's like, I just sold an 8-ball.
You go on that site, there's 19, 55-year-old women with, 6-pack abs. That guy answers the phone.
Yeah.
What happened last time we called? Do you
He's the
remember?
oil guy.
I don't.
That memorable.
Yeah. I just remember you finding the site and sending it to me at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's weird how you were looking at it that time. What's that all about?
It's my time. It's my time. All right, we're doing one more.
Do you like to tease yourself with the Instagram first before you go to the real naked stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
I like to edge myself on Instagram.
Hello?
I switch up. Oh shit!
What was
They
that?
hung up when they heard this guy say it.
Is that 4 kegs?
Instagram. Yeah.
I didn't know we were calling somebody.
Did we call the GOAT?
I don't know. I'm going to call him. Damn. I wanted to go out with a bang. That
Can
guy
we call
sucked.
David Carr?
I think while you call the goat, you should do the goat. No, from
Goat boy.
from waiting.
From waiting. I thought you were saying Goat Boy, too. Yeah.
Jim Brewer.
We could probably get him to do the show.
Ian.
First bar.
Hey, the Raiders got the Chargers this weekend. 2.5 point
Say that
underdogs.
again?
Raiders are playing the Chargers this weekend. They're 2.5 point underdogs. You think they're gonna win?
I cannot hear you, bro.
I get it because it's so fucking loud in there.
Go Raiders. Damn, that place is loud. What day is it? It's
I don't know.
Tuesday?
I want to go there.
Jesus Christ. That sounds like fun.
I wanted to go there 20 years ago.
Sounded like what Mr. D should have sounded like.
It's going to fuck up the whole entire edit. I have to fucking get that out of there.
So disappointed.
That's it. That's all we got.
All right. That guy picked the Raiders.
Yeah, he did.
The Raiders.
All right.
Good.
Going against
I like
you guys.
that. Going against.
What do you mean? They've been winning every week.
They won last week, too?
Yeah.
We didn't have anybody.
Oh, we didn't have anybody last week. That's right. I was in my garage with COVID.
I thought you were going
right.
to call somebody from your garage.
Oh, God. I should have called somebody. What an asshole I am.
Garage bar.
Damn. Should have just went back to the old pizza joint or Chinese food place.
Should we call the fucking Golden Dragon or whatever it is one more time?
See,
Yeah, why not? You have that number still?
I'd call them. I would call fucking what's his face about the San Francisco game.
Evan?
What is that bar? Low bar?
Rec room.
Rec
Rec room, yeah. Evan. And then the other guy.
You have them on speed dial.
Yeah.
You want to call John?
No, I don't want to call anybody else. We're
You want to
done.
call John?
Takeout Takes.
Call
Fizzle.
John from Tampa.
Takeout. Oh, shit, yeah. Forgot about that guy.
Hey, it's great to see you.
12 different sauces.
It had a good run. I think we scale back on it and make it special.
Yeah, I think we abandon it for the rest of the time we do the show.
Maybe the AFC Championship.
All right, we'll leave it. Fizzle's out, but they're taking the Raiders. That guy was busy, but whatever. He says, I do like my bets.
I put my bets in. I put my.
He was so full of shit. He had no idea what we were talking about.
All right, that's it. Takeout
I hope
Takes.
so.
Wrap. Week 18, a wrap. Good luck this weekend.
Regular
We made
season
it.
is over.
Regular season's over. We're going to the postseason.
Who are you taking Monday night? Georgia, Alabama. Alabama +3. What do you got?
I'm all over Georgia on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tiebreaker. I'll take Alabama.
Yeah?
I fucking hate Alabama. I hate Nick Saban. But how could you bet against them getting points?
I know. That's
3
what everybody's
points.
saying. That's why I won't bet against
Son of a bitch. Who's saying
Vegas
that?
trying to make some money.
That's not a fishy line.
Georgia.
Totally fishy line.
Very fishy line. Georgia never plays good in big games. Kirby Smart never plays good in big games.
I'm going on the way that I watched Georgia just toss the Michigan line around.
Okay. Did you see
Sort of,
when
sort of.
Alabama played Georgia
I
a
know.
week before that?
I know. I
Who
lost
you
a lot of money on that Georgia-Alabama game last one, so I'm fucking coming back. I'm
Me too.
riding with Georgia again.
Okay.
Who do I have?
Who do you got?
Penn State.
You lost.
Notre Dame.
You lost again.
Oh.
Despite all of the problems with bowls being canceled, pretty fun bowl season. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
great.
I didn't see much of your bets in though. You didn't really post. You kind of faded away from college a little bit.
You know, I can only do so much.
He was on drugs.
He's on drugs. He's laid up in his bed.
Yeah.
Great day. Great weekend to be laid up in bed, by the way.
Was it though?
Yeah, nothing but football.
Did
Better
you win
than
it?
March Madness? Like a
I mean, no, probably not. We could have that.
vasectomy surgery? March Madness?
What's the best time of year for sports? Like, what's the best, like, weekend time of year?
I mean, I like football season starting and baseball playoffs, but nobody likes baseball playoffs. I love baseball playoffs.
Great. It's amazing.
Some people don't.
Wild card weekend,
If
national
the Yankees
championship.
aren't in it, nobody
That
cares.
was a good
about it.
week. Wild card weekend's awesome.
Wild card weekend is awesome. Next week will be a lot of fun.
My favorite is Masters. Masters weekend is also, like,
Opening day.
opening day. You've got
true.
the tournament still happening.
And the Derby, right?
sometimes. Yep.
Yep.
And there was right there,
Derby's
yeah.
right there,
That's
yeah.
a great little stretch there.
Hockey playoffs usually.
I wish I knew more about hockey. Hockey playoffs are fun as hell to watch.
Great.
March is a little early for. Oh no, it's April. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually around Belmont.
All right. that's
Belmont's
it.
June.
We're done.
First Saturday in June.
We're dragging it on.
You're right. I go to Belmont to watch the Kentucky Derby.
All right.
Oh,
great.
boy.
Come on.
All right. Good luck this weekend.
Wait, it's got to be your bowl.
We'll be back next week.
First down, dogs.
First down, dog.